Oh boy. This is going to be a rough couple of days.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Titan class Devastator! So here we are, and there they are, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging, very large packaging. So here we have Devastator devastating stuff, and 6 Constructicons, and whatnot, and things that he doesn't have a chance. He has no chance whatsoever. He's gonna die. He's just gonna die. That's all there is to it. On the top of the box you have all 6 Constructicons. On the bottom of the box you have Combiner. On the side of the box you just have that same picture of Devastator from the front of the box. On the other side you just have copyright information. On the back of the box you have a very large obligatory product shot with all the individual components, and you do have a brief bio there if you'd like to read it in multiple languages also. So there you have that, and that is it for the packaging. So moving right along, included in the packaging of course is the collector's card. Yay, cards. Same artwork from the front of the box. Woo. So we have that. So, moving right along, here we have the Constructicons. So, here is how we're going to do this, peoples. I'm going to do each of these robots individually. They're all going to get their own individual reviews. That way I don't have to rush it. I can take my time. And also I won't have to sit through a 24-hour rendering period. And you won't have to sit through what will probably be like a 2-hour-long video. Because knowing the way I do things, it would probably end up being like a 2-hour-long video. So I'm going to do each of these guys individually. And once it's all done, I'm going to slap it all into a playlist. So if you do just want to marathon through the whole thing from beginning to end, you can do so. Or if you just want to watch each robot individually, you can do that also. And you can take your time with it. So that's the way it's going to be done. So we're going to have 7 days of devastation. That is right. So let's get right down to it and start with our first Constructicon. Let's go! And first up on the table, we have Hook. Hook, give us a hook! Here we are. There he is. And yeah, so here he is in his vehicle mode. And there's not a lot to it, which is probably what I'm going to say about all these Constructicons. Not a lot to them. Paint apps are very, very sparse. I'm getting close here so you can see you got some silver up front. All the windshields are painted purple. Nice Decepticon symbol right there up top. Purple windshield right here. You do get some silver on the hook itself, which is nice. Nothing painted on the back whatsoever. Nothing painted on the wheels. You do get some more paint apps in robot mode, but we'll get to that in a little bit. It does have a lot of nice molded details. I mean, you can see right here, you get some kind of little vents and whatnot, and panel lining. So, I mean, there is a lot of detail there. It's just not picked out in paint in any way, unfortunately. This section does not extend or contract in any way. It's just on a hinge. Just moves up and down. That's all you get. You do get 6 wheels. They do roll fairly well. He does slide a little more than he rolls. You kind of hear him just kind of sliding along there. So, but it is what it is. It's a fairly simple figure. And just, if you want to be funny, you can always just flip out Devastator's head. You can be all like, I got a shotgun. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, there you have that. And just for a comparison, here he is with Combiner Wars Voyager Prime. Just so you can see how he scales with the Voyagers. You can see, if you get the hook out of the way here, you can see. Pretty much, like they say on the packaging, Voyager size. So you have that. Here it is with Leader Megatron. So you can see how he scales with the leaders. So, there you go. There you have that. Here he is with his TFC counterpart. Right here. So you can see how he compares with his third-party incarnation. So There you have that. Of course, mine's are repro labeled. But there you go. And of course, here he is with G1 hook because he's precious. Hook, precious. So there you have that. So let's just get right down to transformation. Transformation is quite simple. Let me raise the camera up a little bit here. There we go. So first thing you want to do is just want to come to the sides here, and you just want to untab the arms and just bring them down. That, bring it down. Come in here, flip out his fist, and we'll lock into place. Flip out the fist, lock into place. Just kind of want to untab his elbow right there. You can see I just, little groove just fits in right there, and that's what locks it in place. So just undo the elbow. You want to take this section right here. You're going to do a very dramatic bit of transformation here. This is what you're going to do. Boom! Man, I hope you didn't miss that. I hope you didn't miss that. That's very important. Just that right. There you go. That's all you're going to do. Just right there. Shift that over to the side. Just a little bit. I just want to make sure you caught it. That's all. I want to make sure you caught that. That's intricate right there. That's intricacy personified. Anyway, you got to bring this whole backpack section down. It's on a double hinge. Just going to bring it down so it's flush against his back right there. Then you can rotate his head. The legs, you just want to take these panels, bring this down, flip the foot up. Bring this down, flip the foot up. Then you're going to take this back section here. Well, you want to split the legs first, actually. What you should do first. Now this, you do want to be careful with. You just want to, this peg in here is really tight, so you just kind of have to, you just want to wiggle it slightly and just put nice even pressure as you're pulling it apart. Just be careful with that because people have snapped this peg, so just be careful with that. Again, just nice even pressure as you're pulling it apart. Just wiggle it slightly, and it should be fine. So anyway, I'll bring that down. Then you're going to take this whole leg assembly here, and this tab right here on the side of the leg will end up tabbing in right there. So you just bring this down, line all that up, and that will fit right in there. And you'll see right here, this little tab will just go right behind that panel and close everything up. Second row, same as the first. Just undo that right there, bring it down, tab it in, make sure that tab goes behind. And that's it, people. That is it. There you have Hook in his robot mode. And it's interesting. Best I can say. It's interesting. Some of these robots do suffer from weird proportions. Like him, and I forget who else. I think him and Mixmaster have the problem of they just look like their torsos are just too long and their legs are too short. It just looks that way to me. They also, a couple of them do suffer from very large, very long upper arms and very tiny forearms. So that's just, you know, on some of them the proportions are really, really way off. But it is what it is, what you're going to do. So I was getting closer on the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt, though. I will say the head sculpts on all of these guys are just superb. Nice silver paint there on the face. Nice red visor. Looks very, very good. A nice mold of detail. I mean, the chest looks great. And you get some little gold paint ups here. A little bit more red. You get a little bit of silver, some red right there on the midsection. You get some nice silver paint here on the thighs, which is nice, and as well as on his knees. So you do get a little bit more silver paint that is revealed in robot mode. So nice, very nice. Now articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. You can get some pretty good wiggly-waggly movement. Not a lot, but some. The arms can do a full 360. Of course, this section does kind of get in the way. If they can do a full 360, they can go in and out. Again, that kind of gets in the way, but they do have full outward movement. No bicep swivel or anything. The elbow, you have that very just weird looking elbow, and the fact that the forearm is so tiny doesn't make it look any better. Yeah. You do get a swivel here at the forearm, the hands. I guess you can use a transformation joint as a form of articulation. Nothing at the waist. Legs can go forward, legs can go back, they can go in and out. You do get a thigh swivel. You get under 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. That's all you get. The feet can pivot up and down, and you do get some ankle tilt, some good ankle tilt. So they're kind of sort of posable. Kind of, sort of, you know. And again, they do suffer from, like, a lot of hollow. I mean, that's one thing about this set. This set is a whole lot of hollow. I mean, the arms, you can see, the arms is just one molded piece, just one molded panel here. And it's, for the most part, really hollow. The legs are really hollow. This I forgive because it's part of the transformation. But, yeah, I mean, that's the one thing about this set is it is a whole lot of hollow. So if that bothers you, then you are going to be greatly bothered by this set because it's a whole lot of hollow. But there you go. There we have Hook. And for comparison, here he is with Voyager Prime. So you can see he's maybe like a hair shorter than Voyager Prime. Here he is with Leader Megs. Again, just so you can see how he scales there with their leader. That seems like a pretty good scale. Right there. As my camera decides to stop cooperating with me. Stay. There you go. Get him out of the way. Here he is with Drag Strip, just so you can see how they scale with a deluxe from this line. So we have that. Here he is with his TFC counterparts. Dr. Crank. Hi, I'm Dr. Crank. There's Dr. Crank. So there you go. Here he is with his third-party counterparts. Well, one of his third-party counterparts, anyway. And here he is with G1 Hook. Because he's precious. He doesn't want to stand because he's too precious. There you go. Him and G1 Hook. So there you go. They actually have the same arms. That's... I see what they were going for. Okay. Now I see what you're doing, Hasbro. Yeah, look. See, look, these little thin arms. And I get it now. I get it. See, there's a method to their madness, I think. I don't know. There you go. There is Hook. So, there we have the first component of Devastator. And tomorrow we will take a look at the next component, so stay tuned for that. So I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Hook. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face.
So is he like their fat friend?